Hi, I'm Andy. Welcome to Adoshi Life. Today I'm at Times Square in Seoul, which is one of the largest shopping malls in South Korea. I'm not here for shopping though, I'm here to show you a cool, unlimited sushi restaurant within. I love sushi. I've come here quite early and it's quiet. The restaurant is located within Vikings Wharf, where they serve an all-you-can-eat buffet for $110. Wow. I'm interested in coming here in future, but for now, I'm going to be trying this place. It's a weekday and for 19,900 won, I have 50 minutes to eat as much sushi as I can. I'll do my best to make this value for money. It's around 12 o'clock and there's a queue for tables. I can see they've got some fresh fish in. I wonder what they have. Oh, it's pre-packaged salmon. I suppose I had this idea they'd be buying the fish early in the morning at an auction, but my fantasy's been ruined. No matter, I'm sure it will taste great. After a few minutes, I'm shown to a little booth right next to a conveyor belt. You have everything you need here to get set up. I'm trying to film all this and get ready at the same time, but I'm conscious that my 50 minutes has already started. I should get a move on, but I also want to relax and enjoy myself. First thing I've chosen is a tuna salad. It looks like poke, but I can't be sure. What I am sure of though is that it tastes wonderful. The dish alone would be expensive back home. This looks like octopus and it tastes amazing. The rice has been well prepared and I like the sauce that's been spread on top. I'd gladly have more of this. They serve a variety of dishes, some hot, some cold. There's food like takoyaki, seared salmon sushi and karaage chicken. Of course there's also miso soup which is unlimited and I ended up having a few bowls of this. Yum. Takoyaki tastes as you'd expect. Hot. There's something satisfying about the way takoyaki burns my mouth. I love it. The seared salmon is also one of my favourites. I'm simple and easy to please. How about the karaage? Pieces are quite large and heavy, and I can tell it's going to be crispy. Again, like the takoyaki, it's super hot, but it's amazing. I'm enjoying everything so far, and I can say already that for 19,900 won, this is superb value for money. Some of the items are hit and miss. Even though it looked impressive, this was mostly sauce and nothing else. They even sell desserts here. I don't wait till the end of the meal, I eat them during, as they're a bit of a palate cleanser. They were delicious and I wanted more. So yes, I love the sushi. I had about 20 plates in total. 19,900 won is around £12.50. In the UK, this would have cost me a fortune, at least £40. I really like it here and I'll come back for sure. The only negative comment I have though is that the timing of the dishes are awkward. Sometimes I'll be waiting a long time for my favourite dishes to come back again, and for 50 minutes time limit, every second counts. I fancy a quick drink after my sushi, so I'm just going to pop into Starbucks. I've shown you Korean Starbucks before, but I wanted to try some more of their drinks and cakes. This is a Shu Cream Baumkuchen. It costs 6,900 won. Wow. I've also chosen a large Jeju matcha latte at 7,100 won. After the buffet, that seemed really expensive. I hope the quality matches the prices. Let's try the drink first. Well, I can say it tastes delicious as you'd expect. I've had similar drinks to this whilst in Korea, and I have to say the one I've had at Coffee Bean is still the best in my eyes. More and more I'm loving matcha tea, so if you have any recommendations on where to try, then please let me know in the comments below. Cutting through the Baumkuchen, I can tell already that's going to be very light. There's a few layers with cream running through, and I can see that there's a lot of technique gone into making this. I think it tastes amazing. In terms of sweetness, it's just right and the cream is soft and light. It's a little bit bouncy in texture, and I think it's the best cake I've had on my trip to Korea so far. Normally I'm happy with a Castello, but just look at this. I think it's amazing. If you look really closely, you can see the individual cake layers, which is what makes Baumkuchen so special. 6,900 won, bargain. Inside the mall is a Shinsegae food market. Let's have a little look. Okay, weirdly I'm peckish again, and I want to try this place. I absolutely love Korean fish cakes, and this one is supposed to be a famous brand from Busan. I'm going to buy a few to take back with me and want to try here. I have to say that looking at the prices, they're not cheap. I'm guessing that they're good quality. There's a small seating area to eat, so I'll just try this and move on. They've prepared it well by heating it and giving me a skewer, so it's easy to eat. It tastes really nice. These fish cakes have a little bouncy texture to them, which isn't what you'd expect from a fish cake in the UK. But this one also has a lot of interesting ingredients inside, which give an additional texture and make them more interesting in your mouth. I've only eaten one, but I could have eaten a few more. I've had a few hours break and I'm in Yeonshinhae to go out on a little date. I've been out here before as it's an area that's great for late night eating and drinking. Let's see what we can find. Okay, this place is called Golmokjib Galbisal. It's a place where I can cook my own meat over a grill at the table. This is one of my favourite types of restaurant in Korea. Inside I can see that the tables are quite close together with people drinking soju and having a good time. It's got a great atmosphere and an almost retro feel to the place. The food menu is quite simple. There's beef and pork. I'm going to pick 2 boneless beef rib at 17,900 won, blade steak at 16,900 and marinated pork shoulder at 13,900. They provided an assortment of side dishes or banchan as they're known, which include perilla leaves, garlic, dried radish kimchi, lettuce, chilies and kimchi. As space is limited in the restaurant, you can put your things in your chair. How ingenious is that? Just make sure you don't forget your things when you leave though. Here comes the hot coals. It goes in the middle of your table and they'll give you a grill to go over it. My drink will be beer mixed with soju, otherwise known as somek. I don't know the ratios that well, but I guess this'll do. Here are the beef ribs. They look amazing and I know they'll cook well on the grill. These pieces look quite fatty, but they'll melt in the mouth once cooked. You don't have to cook them for long. My beef is still pink in the middle with a nice char on the outside, so I'm just going to try it plain with salt. Sure enough, it tastes amazing. It's tender, juicy, and the outside has a nice grill flavour. I love it. For an extra 1001, you can have a serving of rice. I like a little bit of carb to go with my meat, and it helps fill me up. Otherwise, I'd probably have to order more expensive beef. I love the banchan. Let's try the pickle. Come on. Oh, there you go. Not bad. There's also sesame oil, which you can mix with the salt. I think this is my favourite combination when eating grilled meat. It's delicious. I'm sad that the beef rib is gone, but I have a few more courses to go. On the right is the marinated pork shoulder, and on the left is the beef blade steak. I'll try the beef first, I think. These pieces aren't too thick, so it's probably best to cook them for a shorter time. As always with Korean cooking, you shouldn't be scared to use scissors to cut your meat. It's not as tender as the beef rib, but the flavour is still amazing. I personally think that any cut of beef would work well on the grill. The trick is to cook things for the right amount of time. This doesn't look like a spicy chili, and it isn't. It tastes okay. I'll try it with some samjang. Oh wow, even better. Delicious. I'm enjoying this place. The ambience is really nice, the alcohol is starting to make me feel warm, and I feel like staying out late tonight. Oh, hello. Wow, she's really pretty. I think I've seen her somewhere before though. Anyway, onto the pork. Just look at that. It's quite big, and I think I'll definitely need to use the scissors to make it smaller. It smells really good already. How does it taste? It's okay, but I think it's maybe missing something. Hang on. Tasty. I think out of all the meats, the rib was the best. It was so juicy and full of flavour, but the pork wasn't really anything that special. If anything, it was a little bit expensive. I would have much preferred pork belly, but no matter, I still enjoyed it. Okay, last piece. My dad didn't want it, so I'm going to be kind and finish it off. I enjoyed that. I wish I had more of that beef though. Oh well. Bottoms up. I don't know if it's because I spent a certain amount or if they saw me filming, but they gave me a freebie as part of the service. How kind. The total came to 82,101. I think for a nice meal that's a reasonable amount, as the food was excellent as well as the service and atmosphere. I will be back again in future for sure. Anyway, moving on, I want to find a bar for a drink. Oh, what's this I see? Punching machine. Let's see if I can beat the high score. I'll use my weaker arm to make this fair. Damn, imagine what would have happened if I used my right arm. Oh, wait, that was my right arm. Never mind, I did my best. Wow, see what the machine said? Nice dance. That means I'm probably in the top 1% of dancers in Korea. Amazing. This is probably more my level actually. It's harder than it looks, but I think I can nail a high score. D. Is this a joke? I don't like this place anymore. It's raining now, which is perfect for my final round. I'm just going to go into a bar not that far from here for a drink and a snack, otherwise known as Anju. I'm going to a bar called Ichibang. I love all the plastic trees and lights. This is definitely my kind of place, and I'm not kidding. Oh, hang on, is this a coincidence? You seem to be following me around tonight. I'm sorry, I'm actually with a date though, so some other time. I want some udeng tang, which is fish cakes and broth at 9,000 won. And I'm going to order some mewasu, which is a plum wine at 5,000 won. The udeng tang looks great. I think for the price there's a reasonable amount of fish cakes there. This is perfect on a cool rainy evening. The fish cakes are hot and they've absorbed the broth flavour. I love it. It's not fishy like you'd imagine. It has a light and savoury flavour and a fair amount of greens to make the dish interesting. The total came to 14,000 won. Perfect finish to my date this evening. I really enjoyed myself and I'm hoping to find more spots like this in future. If you have any recommendations then I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching, until next time, bye!